Hey guys, Angry Monkey here with another retro game treasure unboxing video. For those who have never tuned into my videos before and you're wondering what is retro game treasure, it is a video game subscription service that is sent to your house every month for games to add to your personal collection. You get 3 to 5 games in that box for like 35 a month, not counting shipping. Anyway, so how this works, you go on the website and you fill out a survey. And so that survey, you fill out the genres of games that you like to play. So, like platformer and RPG, strategy, stuff like that. You also fill out the consoles that you have, so that way you won't get a game that you can't play. So all you do is you check off the consoles that you do have and leave off the ones you don't have. Same with the genre. So if you don't like sports games, don't select sports games, but if you do, then of course you would check that off. Also, don't forget about their checklist, so that way you won't get games that you already have, but you got to make sure you select all versions of that game. So, just because you have Star Wars Battlefront on PS2 doesn't mean you won't get it on original Xbox, for example. You'd need to select the greatest hits version and the regular version and the Xbox version and this version and this version, stuff like that, unless you want all those versions. Some do, some don't, depends on your personal taste, your personal collection, what are you collecting. But yeah, make sure you do that. You also have a wish list that you can put together of games that you're looking for. Not guaranteed to get those games. In fact, there's a lot of games you're not going to get just because of how expensive those games are, like Earthbound. Sure, throw Earthbound on your wish list, but you're not going to get it. I'm just going to be blunt with you right now. You're not going to get that, but you might get Super Mario World on Super Nintendo or something. Depends on what you're looking for, what you want, what you have checked off, all that stuff, and of course, how many copies they have in their little warehouse. So now it comes down to what consoles do they have. And they have a pretty big list. So they've got Atari 2600 games, of course, along with the Intellivision. They have all the Nintendo consoles from the NES all the way up to the Wii. So NES, Super Nintendo, 64, GameCube, and Wii, as well as the portable line of the Game Boys, the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo DS, and they just added Nintendo 3DS as well. They also have the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as the original Xbox, the 360, and the Xbox One, as well as the Sega Genesis. Now, my list shows that I can get Sega CD games and Sega Dreamcast games, but other people said that you can't get those, so I don't know. I know I've gotten them before, but I guess those games are just too hard to find and too expensive that don't expect those in your box. But as you can see, I have them here. This list is updated to the beginning of this year. I guess that's all I really have to say on what it is. So I guess let's get started with opening our box. As always, I'm going to take this out of shot so that way you don't see my address, because I gotta use the knife to actually open the box. Okay, and I'm also going to have this backwards, so that way we won't see what the next game is when we pull the first game out. So, first up, as always, we have our discountairpillows.com, where the pillows are inflated, not the prices. These guys are basically the heroes of the retro game treasure boxes. Without these guys, we're going to be a little disappointed when we open up our games to find them severely damaged. And we got our third buddy here too. So we got like Billy, Bob, and Joe. I'm going to name them that. First up, this feels like an Atari game. We got Space... Okay, this is actually for the Intellivision. So we got Space Hawk on the Intellivision. That came out in 1979. we also have a Naruto GameCube from Japan. So for those who are wondering what a Japanese GameCube game looks like, this is what it looks like. Actually, for those who have the Game Boy player on the GameCube, you can already see this is what a Japanese case looks like. I always wondered when I was a kid of like, why are these so small? But they used a Japanese GameCube case for that. So it's really interesting to get a... I mean, this is complete in box, too. That's kind of cool. I can't play it because I don't have a way to play Japanese games on my GameCube. I selected that I wanted some import games, mostly because I can play import Famicom, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, and those in the Game Boy line, as well as the Sega Saturn. So that's why I selected I can play imports, but I wasn't expecting a... This is actually, ironically, this is my first GameCube game I've gotten in Retro Game Treasure, and I can't even play it because it's Japanese. But it's still a neat thing to look at, because I'm going to, I guess, blur out that Club Nintendo thing, just in case. But that's pretty cool. So this is Naruto 2. That's all I can say about it. When did it come out? There's no release date on it. But that's pretty neat. Like I said, I've never seen one of those in person before. Next, we have Destiny on a Xbox One, which I thought I had. No, I had Destiny 2 on Xbox One. So here is the first one. It is sealed. This game feels so weird to get these in my Retro Game Treasure box, because these are like not retro at all. Yeah, this is like, what, 2014 it says? I mean, it is weird. That's 8 years ago. It just doesn't feel like 8 years ago. I remember when that game was new. And I just happened to peek and saw that this was blue, which tells me it's a PS4. So we got Tom Clancy, Ghost Recon Wildlands, which did I just pick that up? I just picked that up today. Oh well. It was free, so whatever. So yeah, that's what you get in a standard box. Like I said, you get 3 to 5 games. So I got Ghost Recon on PS4. When did this come out? This was 2017. So yeah, I got Ghost Recon on PS4, Destiny on Xbox One, Naruto on Japanese GameCube, and Space Hawk on Intellivision. So like I said, that's what you get. If this type of box interests you, I have a link in the description below, as well as a link to the Angry Monkey Facebook page, so you can follow me there. So, I mean, you're notified whenever a new video comes out. I'd love to do more with it, like maybe some kind of interactive type stuff, or maybe do a poll of what games you want me to play or whatever. But I think 2 people are following me, so it's like, what's the point? Maybe once I actually get a following, then maybe I can do some fun stuff like that. So, follow me on Facebook if you want some stuff like that to happen. Also, don't forget to, of course, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Hit that bell so you're notified when another video comes out, whether it's another video game unboxing video or an anime unboxing video, because I do some of those too, or just simply a video game Let's Play that I am playing through a series. I've got a bunch of stuff coming. I just need to make artwork, and I've been either stupid busy where I'm just not at my computer at all, or I'm so drained from a busy day that I'm like, I'm just going to stare at the wall tonight because I don't have the energy to do anything else outside of that. But I'm working on some artwork for another series. I've got, I've done 2 artworks. I've got 1 that I'm making, 1 more I gotta make. I've got like 10 hours of video game content, or almost 10 hours of video game content that I'm going through, making artwork for, and editing and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff coming to the channel. I just need to have some time on my computer where I'm not drained to actually do it. Did I word that right? I need time and energy to work on it. That's what I'm getting at. Also, don't forget about the Instagram page, where you can follow me on Instagram, and I can be like, oh, here's Destiny 2, here's the front, here's the first Destiny, here's the front, here's the back, there's the disc, and here's a little bit about it, and what's your memories with this. I haven't done that since February, but I'd like to get back to that at some point, where, I don't know, I just post video game related content, and it's usually got some kind of historical thing to it, because I love the history of the video game medium. It's just so fascinating to me. The evolution of the graphics, the evolution of technology, just so much cool stuff. Also, I have a Discord, so if you are interested in joining my Discord, all you need to do is just say, I want to join your Discord, and I'll send you an invite. You can come and hang out and nerd out and talk about video games or anime or Pokemon or post memes. I recently built a movie channel thing on there, so you can talk about movies if you want. There's just a lot of fun stuff. I have a fun little community, a lot of great people in there. One more thing. Boss chest giveaway for Retro Game Treasure. You might be able to win a game console. I remember a few months ago, PS1 was a boss chest giveaway item where you could win a PS1 for your collection. I remember one time I entered for a Sega Master System, which is like the only system for Retro Game Treasure that I don't have. But I'm able to get games for every other console on that list except for the Master System. I'm still mad about that. I was so close to getting one once, and I just wasn't able to because it didn't work. And the guys never called me back and said, hey, we fixed it. But that's a story for another time. So I guess that's all I have for this segment of the video, but stick around because I've got a bunch of new games that I got. Well, one of them's new, the others are old, but a bunch of games that if you want to see me play these on the channel, or this other stack of games that I have, if you want to see me play any of those on the channel, just let me know and I'll put them on the list. I'll talk to my team and be like, hey, we got some requests for these games, and maybe we can make that happen. But if you're just here for the Retro Game Treasure part, I'll go ahead and say you can click off now, but I mean, I don't want you to, but if you gotta, fine. But anyway, stick around and we got more games to show you. But have a nice day otherwise. Okay, so first off, before we talk about new games, I just want to take you guys down memory lane for a second. When was the last time... I can't say it that angle. When was the last time that you saw that? The blinking light of a Wii getting a message? I turned on my Wii for the first time in a few years, and I came home and I'm like, oh, my Wii is blinking. I looked over like, what is blinking? Oh, the Wii? So either I got a message or it's just letting me know about some kind of update thing, but this is such a cool thing. Me and Citrus, we did this all the time back in high school. We would send each other Wii messages. I remember I was stuck in Ocarina of Time and be like, dude, I'm stuck in the stupid fish, Jabba Jabu. And he'd be like, oh, this is what you do. And I'm like, oh, okay. No. I remember I was stuck in Death Mountain, like in the volcano, like where the fire temple is. And like, dude, I keep dying like every 40 seconds. Like, what do I do? And he's like, are you still a kid? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, you need to go to Jabu Jabu, like the whole fish thing. I'm like, what? like that whole thing just kind of eluded me because I just got out of Dodongo's Cavern, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I got to do this thing because there's more in the Goron area I need to do. And he's like, no, you can't do that yet. You need to do this first. And I'm like, whoa. But anyway, I just wanted to show this off because it's so nostalgic to see this the blinking blue Wii thing. Anyway, let's show off some games. I got a few limited edition bundles for Halo that Kajinama, as you know from the channel, donated to me. Now, granted, I think he kept the actual game cases, but he gave me like all the bonus stuff. So you have you get the mission briefing thing here. You also have, I don't know what this is, but it's like, I think this, okay, this is like the manual. So it's like some really upgraded manual talking about the different guns that you can get in the game. This is for Halo 4. What's in here? The Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn access code. And then the marketplace download code. So there's all that type of stuff. What's this? Oh, that's cool. It also comes with a poster. Yeah, there's some pretty cool stuff in that. So that was what was in the Halo 4 bundle, plus the case with the game, which, like I said, I already have. I've got that on my shelf. But he gave me those because he thought it'd be some cool memorabilia for my collection. And honestly, I think it's because Phoenix is like, either give him that stuff or it's being thrown away. So he's like, okay. Which, thank you, Phoenix. You basically forced Kaj to give me some great stuff. Okay, so this one actually has the Essentials disc. And then, so yeah, this is for Halo 3. So you got the, you have just the regular manual. You have a couple, oh, this one's a poster. You got a little poster of Master Chief in that one. As well as this get exclusive Halo 3 content little flyer thing. So yeah, that's some cool stuff there. And that goes in this sleeve. That's a tight fit. There we go. As well as the Halo Reach. Man, look at that thing. Look how thick that is. And, how does this open? I opened it once. Oh, duh. Slides out like that. Wow, they put a lot of effort into the Halo Reach one. So what do we got? Oh. So it's like it's a journal. It's like a full book. Whoa. I mean, they have oh man, there's more. Yeah, but they have like this full book with pictures and everything. You also have another poster. Of so this one's the map, like the Halo world of Halo Reach. You also have, what is this? It's like so you also have like these. You got a few of those. And what's like basically like a postcard looking thing. Man, there's some really neat stuff. Oh, there's more. Wow, there's so much stuff. Yeah, so you got like pictures. And for your comfort, it's got whatever that is. Another picture. Yeah, there's just... Oh, that's cool. It's got like a blue tint to it, as you can see. This one's kind of clear too. Yeah, I don't really know what this is. Oh, here's a patch. And some little card key thing. So there's a lot of stuff in this one. Yeah, so more stuff. Yeah, there's so much stuff in this one. Yeah, these are like little manila file like things. Yeah, there's so much stuff in this one. So this might be my favorite out of the 3 collector's editions. Oh, there's something else. Yeah, like some redacted document. Yeah, there's so much cool stuff in this. Gotta put it back in here without it getting all bent up and everything. Yeah, so like, all that goes into that, and that goes into this. And then that goes into that, and then that goes on top of that. And that slides into this. Video cut off. So anyway, then this slides on to that. So yeah, it's like that goes into that, that goes into that, that goes into that, and then that slides into that, and yeah, there's just... I mean, look at that. This guy is as thick as both of these guys combined. It's a big boy. Other stuff that I got. Shout out to Bucky Blaze, sometimes known as Detective Bucky. One of the guys that's in my Discord. He sent me the other 2 Burger King games. So I got Pocket Bike Racer. It's a Burger King racing game. It technically was like for the 360, but it can also be played on original Xbox 2. So he sent me that one and Big Bumpin', which is a bumper car. And I can't remember. I think he said this one, him and his brother played. It was really fun. Like, hey, that's awesome. Maybe I'll have fun on the channel with it. Like, maybe I'll make Citrus and Kaj both play, maybe Phoenix too. I'm sure this is for... Well, I only have 2 controllers, but Kaj has controllers, so we'll make it work. In some capacity, we'll make it work. Because he saw that I recently got Sneak King, which is the other one, and he's like, oh, do you have the other 2? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, I'll give you these. And like, hey, that's awesome. So I sent him like the shipping, which is like $5. So I got both those for basically $5. So thank you, Bucky, again for some great additions to my video game family of over 1,000 consoles. I also recently acquired a DSi. I don't think this is the original stylus because it's like green. But the DSi itself is in great shape. And to answer your question, it works. So I'm really excited to get that. I remember back in high school there were some kids that had a DSi. They showed me all the features that you can do on it, like the whole music altering thing, make them sound like chipmunks or sound like dinosaurs or whatever. And there's like this DSiWare game where you're like you take pictures of yourself in like fighting poses, and it turns to a fighting game using your pictures of you. So you're like actually in the fighting game. I'm like, there's some really cool stuff that the DSi had back in the day. I just never was able to get one because they were kind of expensive. Because I mean, what kid is able to afford every new Nintendo console that comes out, or any console in general? And I'm like, well, I don't know. That's like probably $130, $150, something like that, back in 2009. And I thought, well, that's like 4 games on the DS. So, I mean, I probably didn't use that logic back then, but that was probably the reason why. Because I'm like, that's a lot of money. Like I had an allowance of like $10 a week, so that'd be over a year of not buying anything in order to get that. Versus every 3. No, what am I doing? That would be $10 a month. So it's like 4 months, 4.5 months of not spending anything to get that. Versus a DS game is like every 3 weeks I can buy a DS game. Basically, I mean that'd be $30 exactly, and it'd probably be like 32 or 35 or whatever. But you know what I mean. That's what I'm getting at. Yeah, but I was excited to get that. I picked up the Steelbook for Halo Infinite on I said PS5, Xbox Series X. So far, this is the only game I have on the Series X, but I started off with a strong one, so that's exciting. I thought it was pretty cool that I got both that and a Master Chief figure the same day. And then the very next day, Kaj gave me those limited edition these things. So it's like, wow, this is like a Halo weekend. I also took advantage of GameStop had a sale yesterday and today. It's probably going on for a little bit of buy 4 for $20 as long as the games are under 10. So you can think of it as like buy 2 get 2 free roughly. I mean, or if you find like some games for $5 and some for $7, they'll drop down to 5. Yeah, you get 4 games for 20. So these aren't in any order of like, oh, these 4 games plus these 4. These are just a bunch of games that I bought. Most of these are PS4. There's a couple Xbox One games in here, but most of these are PS4. But I got Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. So I got that. Watch Dogs 2. I had the first one, so now I've got the second one as well. This one, I need to get a case for it. But I got Dragon Ball Fighter Z on Xbox One. As well as Rise of the Tomb Raider, also on Xbox One. I got Just Cause 4 on PS4. Metro Redux. Some of these games I don't know anything about. I just figure they're cheap. It's a good way to buy some potentially hidden gems that I'd never heard of, or some games that were on my wish list that I never got. I got Neo 2. Uncharted 4. So now I think I have all 4 Uncharted games because I have the Nathan Drake collection, which has the first 3, I believe, and so that's the 4th one. Dynasty Warriors 8 on PS3. Prototype 2 on PS3. I'll need to print out a label for that one too. I think those were the only 2 games that didn't have actual labels. Everybody else had either their original case or at least the artwork. I got Tekken 6 on PS3. Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete Edition on PS3. Wow, it used to be $18 and I got it for under 10. Blood and Truth. I know nothing of this game, but I don't know. It's like, oh, be the action hero, and like, I don't know. It's like, it kind of reminded me of like a James Bond kind of thing. Like, oh, deadliest missions. Like, I don't know. I'm thinking like secret missions or whatever. I have no idea. But I figure, yeah, sure, why not? The Division 2 on PS4. I got Final Fantasy 15 on PS4. And, well, I already mentioned this, but Ghost Recon Wildlands on PS4, which is now a duplicate because I just wasn't able to update my list. I mean, how was I supposed to know that one of these games that I bought was one of the games that was going to be in a retro game treasure? I mean, there's only like, you get 3 to 5 games, and one of them is actually one of the this many that I bought. A little heartbreaking, a little disappointing, but whatever. I also downloaded some games on the Wii U Virtual Console. I'll just do it this way. Just because I'm lazy. So I got the Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge. It was a free download, so why not? I downloaded some Nintendo DS games because I learned that I can play some DS games on the Wii U, which would be great to record for the channel without using emulators. Because I don't have a modded DS. I'd love to get a modded 3DS so I can play DS and 3DS games, but for now, this is okay. So I got Advanced Wars Dual Strike, DK Jungle Climber, Kirby Mass Attack, Kirby Squeak Squad, Phantom Hourglass, oops, Spirit Tracks. I have these under L instead of Z, if you're wondering, because I have these in alphabetical order, but I put these as Legend of Zelda, not Zelda. Anyway, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, New Super Mario Bros., Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, Pokemon Ranger 1, Pokemon Ranger 2 Shadows of Almia, Pokemon Ranger Guardian Signs, which I guess that's the third. I think that's the third. And Yoshi's Island DS. So I got a bunch of great DS games that I can play on the channel through the Wii U. I also got a handful of TurboGrafx 16 games because I don't know if or when I'll ever get a TurboGrafx, and the games are like $100 or some crazy like that. So here's a way to get just a handful of TurboGrafx games that were $6 versus $80. So I got Bonk's Adventure, and then Bonk's Revenge, which is Bonk 2 and Bonk 3. I also got Double Dungeons, and then Dungeon Explorer, Necromancer, which is like a horror RPG. I think the other dungeon games were like hack and slash kind of whatever. Newtopia 1 and 2, they're kind of like Zelda knockoffs. So, I mean, I love Zelda games, so I figured I'd probably enjoy those. New Adventure Island, it's a platformer. And Victory Run, it's kind of a racing game, but it's like time trial racing, and like the more you drive, then the more wear and tear is on your vehicle, so you gotta like repair it. It's kind of interesting. But it's also a TurboGrafx exclusive game, so like if I want to play this game, I either buy it on the original TurboGrafx or on here. But those were the games that I've bought lately. So like I said, if you if you want to watch me play any of these, just let me know. Like, oh, dude, I love Final Fantasy 15. I'd love to see you play that on the channel or whatever. Be like, yeah, I'll talk to my team and see on. Basically, I have a list on my computer of the games that each member claims, so that way I know, like, okay, so Kaj is available today, so these are the games that Kaj says he wants to play and everything. Instead of like, okay, who wants this? Like, I already have a lot of that figured out. Um, so like, whenever somebody's available, like a Citrus is available, and let's just say that. Actually, I don't know if any of these are games that he would claim. Maybe, but yeah. We'll make it work. Just let me know what games you want to see on the channel. Like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff coming soon, but I do hope to get through my wish list backlog, because I mean those are games that people actually want to see. But I'm more than happy to add to that list if there's something here that you actually want to see, which is great. That means that people are enjoying the channel, which I mean that's great. So yeah, I'm rambling on at this point, so I'm just going to sign off with a lot of the same stuff I said in the first half of the video. Thank you for those who stuck around. Thank you for watching this part as well. But don't forget, again, to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified. Let's just say I do play Final Fantasy 15, and that's like your favorite game ever, so that way you'll be notified as soon as I start playing this. Also, again, I've got a Facebook page, so you can follow me on Facebook. I also have an Instagram, follow me on Instagram. And I also have a Discord. Again, very simple, join the Discord. Just say I want to join, and I'll send you a link, and that's all there is to it. This was a long video because of how much stuff I had here. So I'm going to sign off and say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.